my 39th year in life, I was the best year of golf I ever had. That was the most tournaments I won, the most money I won, the most I traveled around the world. And at age 40, I had to quit because my back, I would get muscle spasms and I'd had to crawl to the bathroom for 3 days. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but it is no fun. And it kept happening more and more and more. And I always said for years, I said, if that happens to me overseas, I'm done, right? I don't want to be in the second week of a 5-week trip and not be able to move. And that would have been it. It never happened until I was 40 and I was playing in the Mexican Open, and this third to last ball I hit before I was going to go tee off on Thursday, my back went out on me. That was it. I had to lay on the beach in Cancun for 5 days. It wasn't too bad, but that was the moment where I thought, hey, that's it. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. It's too depressing when I have to take a whole week off and not be able to move. And so I quit.
Good morning, Miracle Swingers. That is my main man, Jon Levitt, when he was beginning his clinic with the over-the-top Miracle Swing Intensive a month ago. I'm so proud to say this 2-hour video is up at MSE TV, and you can watch it, all of my subscribers. So incredibly awesome. And I'll tell you, the lesson from today's video that I chose to highlight is where Jon is talking about his students that are too steep versus his students that are too shallow. And what I'd like to preface this video with is the fact that I believe there's two kinds of steep, okay? There's the steep, over-the-top, bad swinger that swings out to in, and their club is too vertical. And what Jon is speaking about is too steep, meaning you've got too much forward shaft lean, okay? You know, as Jon puts it, there's not many people that have that second problem of too much shaft lean, so the angle of attack is too steep. So that's the difference I wanted to point out before we watch today's video. And guys, let me tell you, I played skins yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't have one of my big winning days. I hit the ball quite well, but just couldn't get the ball to drop when I needed it to. So I played with some friends of mine, my buddy Donnie. You've seen me play with him at Eaton Canyon in the skins. He's a former pro at San Gabriel Country Club, a very posh country club. And then I played with my buddy Alex, as you guys know, the Hulk. It's elite right there, my friend. You know, Alex can go low, and yesterday he shot 66. But I played with a buddy of mine named Marcos, who's been on my social media for 8 years, and he's watched so much of my swing evolution. I've corresponded with him online, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together until late in the round. He's like, yeah, we talked about so-and-so on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God, we've been having conversations for years. Now, Marcos is a guy that can shoot in the 60s, and when we got into the clubhouse, let me tell you something, he's so humble. A buddy of mine, Jay, was like, Marcos, what's going on? And he pulled me aside, grabbed me on the shoulder and said, I watched Marcos make 9 birdies in a row here at Brookside, a very hard golf course. He said he started his streak on number 9 and birdied 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. It's so crazy, but the craziest thing is that I can play with these guys and keep up. They're way better than me, okay? But I'm always improving. We always want more. But I can be out there and not feel like an a-hole. It's awesome. So guys, I'm going to tell you, I just posted this 2-hour video with Jon Levitt to MSE TV. I highly recommend you sign up now after the British Open. The price is going to double. But if you sign up now, you will always have the super, super low price. Okay, guys? It's $9 a month. If you sign up for a year, it's $8 and change. Okay? But this is the type of producing I always want to do. Now, I always have people afterwards when I end a special. This introductory price has been going on for a year. Okay? I always have people say, you know, after it's over, hey man, can I get in on that? I'm not going to be able to do that. The whole program is going to change. So I'd like to invite you to be a part of MSE TV. Like my buddy Marcos, like my buddy Mike that reached out to me on the 10th Tee Box and was like, hey, I'm an MSE TV subscriber. It's awesome. So guys, this Saturday is the MSE Intensive in Tampa. Last call for participants. It's going to be a great day. So hit me up, Christo, at myswingevolution.com. Now let's watch the intro to the JON LEVITT Masterclass at the last over-the-top Miracle Intensive.
In any given day, if you click on 100 different guys, 98 of them are talking about how to shallow the shaft out, right? How to shallow it. Man, I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I've had thousands of students. A handful of them are too steep. Literally, a handful.
Hey, I'm Christo Garcia from MSE TV, and today we've got special guest JON LEVITT, 2000 U.S. Open competitor at Pebble Beach. He's played in 2 U.S. Senior Opens and won over 100 professional events. And today he's going to talk to us about his process and the over-the-top miracle swing.
Love that Christo follows Ben Hogan, one of my golf idols as well. So happy to be here and learning in that same spirit of golf. When I started figuring it out yesterday, it's really the first time I've ever felt that I was able to bend the shaft. It feels like I don't have to swing as hard.
I'm working on the over-the-top miracle swing.
And what's happening?
It's working. I'm putting a lot of compression on the ball. There's a different sound coming off the ball that I'm used to. And it's going further, and it's actually going straight, which I didn't think it would, but it is.
Look at that.
You know, like Christo's saying now, he doesn't have to hit a lot of balls because he understands the motion and where the club and the shaft need to be. You feel like you're going like this. Yeah. You need to be more over the top. The first time I started working on it was when you started, you know, pumping out the videos and sharing your feelings and thoughts on the swing, and that's when I started making that transition into this new move that's really shaped my game in a whole different trajectory.
What's your lowest round?
62 Diamond Bar Golf Course, 2-time club champion there.
And you weren't swinging this way when you shot 62?
No, I was not swinging this way. It was really tough to shoot those scores because on every shot I had to be just totally present, totally in the moment. And one thing goes wrong and the ball's just off into the woods.
But the thing that's so crazy, it's just like JON LEVITT says. He's like, you know, I shot good scores that way, but it's
too hard. It's just too hard.
In golf, there's a lot of misconceptions. And one of the misconceptions is you're trying to hit it up in the air, right? Everybody's trying to hit it up in the air, right? And every single person that comes to me, this is what I do for fun. I watch all these guys on Instagram, and if you, in any given day, if you click on 100 different guys, 98 of them are talking about how to shallow the shaft out, right? How to shallow it. Man, I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I've had thousands of students. A handful of them are too steep. Literally, a handful in thousands. Most of them are too shallow. They're trying to hit the ball up in the air, right? And and doing this for so long, I've given tens of thousands of golf lessons, and the thing that I keep seeing the same thing over and over again, and my belief is that in our brains, there's a little compartment back there where there's a guy that goes, right? No matter what you tell them, the sky is blue. No it isn't, right? No matter what you say, they're gonna battle you on it. And I mean, a perfect example is you watch people making these beautiful, they're making practice swings, and it's just such a good, even, flowing swing, and they get up over the ball. You know, they try to hit the ball, right? It's always trying to hit the ball. You watch another 100 guys, and they're talking about the impact. Hey man, everything's impact. You gotta be right here. Impact is super important. But it's not as important as where you finish your golf swing. Because if you finish your golf swing properly, you're most likely in the right spot at impact.
Do you think you picked up some yardage since we've been working on this stuff?
On the driver, at least 50 to 60 yards.
It's dynamite.
It's crazy.
I want you to swing over the top. You heard me, now hear me out.
My swing is feeling effortless with power.
Don't try to rebuild your swing if you're over the top. Learn to use it to your advantage. What do you notice about it?
It's just easy. It's just easy. I don't have a whole bunch of thoughts, just one. Just come inside, hit down.
Dropping it under causes pushes and hooks, and it almost ruined my back. When I started my swing evolution, I was a terrible golfer. Today, my channel has over 25 million views, and I even got to swing as Ben Hogan on the Golf Channel. Click the link below to experience your very own miracle. Transform your game at myswingevolution.com.